Join us as we continue our Wild West tour in the Wild West town of Deadwood, South Dakota. In this video, we'll show you where we stayed at the DoubleTree at Cadillac Jack's Gaming Resort. This is the type of resort where there's multiple hotels in one location, and here they're all surrounded by a casino. When you check in, you get the standard DoubleTree cookie, which is a huge hit with our kids, and they always ask to stay at DoubleTree's since then. The lobby is full of the casino area, and then you can see the entrance to the true Hilton Hotel right here, and then there's a Spring Hill Suites by Marriott all the way at the other end. In addition to multiple hotel brands and the casino area, there's multiple restaurants, including some sit-down restaurants and a few quick service restaurants. The casino had pretty standard fare, but it was very clean, smelled nice, and was wonderful. The only drawback was we did not win. Right in the middle of the casino floor is where you'll find the elevators to the DoubleTree. You can stop here, you can see what some of the jackpots and the prizes are. We didn't win those either, but it was fun to play. Let's head up to check out our room. Our room was on the 3rd floor and it was a 1-bedroom, 2-room suite. It has a pretty standard hotel bathroom, as many now do not have a bathtub, so keep that in mind if you have very small children, but it had a large stand-up shower, a toilet right in the area, a large sink to put all of our stuff, and then there was additionally a makeup type area right next to it, so that does help with the space. There's a full-length mirror here where you could check out your outfit, and additionally it has a little shelf on it, so we kept a lot of our hotel keys. It has a little wet bar area. I wouldn't even quite call it a kitchenette, but it does have a coffee maker, a refrigerator, and a microwave, and lots of space to store your stuff, so it's nice if you have little kids and have snacks. The living room area has a couch that pulls out into a bed, which is where our kids slept, and a couple of sitting areas. The master bedroom has a king bed, a very large TV, and some drawers for storage space. Additionally, it has a chair and Ben's favorite thing at hotels, window units for AC, because it gets extra cold. Besides the cookies, there was one other thing at this hotel that was our kids' favorite, and I'm not gonna lie, Ben and I loved it too. They had robots that would deliver amenities that you needed. So when you would call for extra towels, you could just do it in an app, and this robot would show up at your door and text you and tell you it was there, and then you would give the code and it would give you whatever it was. It was so convenient for us and surely for the workers also, and the kids had a great time seeing these robots all around the hotel. And they had names, and the kids still talk about them. You also sometimes would get to ride with one of the robots on the elevator. So what a cool invention, and I think maybe more hotels should get things like this. It wouldn't be us visiting a hotel if we didn't show you the gym. This gym is not huge, but it does have an adequate amount of cardio equipment, including some treadmills and Pelotons. The weight area leaves a little bit to be desired, in our opinion, with a cable machine and some free weights, but it did have heavy weights, and you definitely could come in here and get an adequate workout in. It wasn't crowded any times during our stay, so that is another bonus. Additionally, here's the water and towel station, pretty standard at most hotels. There's a pool and hot tub area that is indoors, and that is at the Spring Hill Suites, so you have to walk all the way down to the end, and it is at the very end of the Spring Hill Suites. So it's nice at this hotel you can get your steps in, even if you're gonna do things like go relax at the pool. Here's some additional video of the casino. It was quite large. It had a bar and it had a sports book. The adults in our group did check out the slot machines there. Not many of us played table games, but to each their own. They also had a players club that you could join that gave you perks like some free play and things like that. Here's the quick service restaurant area with a sit-down restaurant at the end. And the sit-down restaurant, we did try it out for breakfast one morning and the food was great. One of our favorite things about the Cadillac Jacks was its location. Although it's not in true downtown Deadwood, it's definitely walkable. It was less than a mile. It was a slight uphill, so if you had someone with severely limited mobility, it might be difficult, but it wasn't steep, and our young kids and our whole group had an easy time making it from the hotel to the downtown. If you think about going to South Dakota, if I would have thought about it initially, I probably would have chosen to stay in only one place, because many of the locations you want to visit are kind of nearby within an hour or 2 drive. We planned on moving because we wanted to experience more of what Deadwood had to offer and what Keystone had to offer, which you can see in our Under Canvas video. This worked out amazing. If we would have stayed only in Rapid City at my favorite hotel choice going into the trip, then we would not have visited as many things in Deadwood. We probably would have just come downtown, hung out for a few hours, and then left. Since we stayed in Deadwood, I feel like we really got to experience it, and something that maybe I personally wasn't looking forward to that much of the trip ended up being amazing. We participated in some local theater, we saw gunfights that were fake, the kids enjoyed it, and we got to experience kind of a Wild West town. If you have any interest in visiting South Dakota and you don't know where to start, you should contact us. We're travel agents who never charge a fee, and we'd love to help you get started on planning a trip out west, whether to Jackson Hole, Big Sky, South Dakota, or anywhere. If it's intimidating to you, we will help you get through it, no matter the location, no matter the trip. Sometimes the trips that we don't anticipate to be the best ones can end up being the best ones we've ever been on. We never charge a fee, we work as part of a Forbes-rated travel agency, and we'd love to help you get started. Here's an example of the Players Club rewards. So even if you don't play in a casino, you might want to join the Players Club because you get discounts at restaurants, you get free drinks, and those are usually renewable every day. Here we are after we walked downtown to Deadwood. We had a fantastic time on this trip. Have you been to South Dakota, or are you considering a trip to South Dakota? Let us know in the comments. And don't forget to like and subscribe and follow our channel for more updates on our fun adventures.